G'day everyone, welcome. This video I want to talk about support, but before I do that, if you could please go down, subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell. I'd like to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the month, so let's see how we go with that. So in this video, the reason I've entitled it support is because I'm not talking about support so much in the cast and crew way. I've had a lot of people, which is awesome, come on and say to me, "Oh, we're happy to help you out. If you need crew or whatever the case may be, that's fine." But I actually don't need that much support in that area because I have crew and cast and things like that I can use. The main area that everyone can support, myself and other filmmakers, is financially. So the reason for this is because we have a lot of it gets to a stage where you do a certain amount of projects, then you have to start paying people for them. Like for Tales from the Outlands, the new film that I'm doing in pre-production for at the moment. That's, we've got the armourer for that, we've got the makeup. It's pretty heavy special effects, so we want to do as many practical effects as we can and not use in-camera or VFX. We will be recording a trailer for that, so that will be mid-May, I think. But and I also have a Patreon running. So with the Patreon, I'll bring that up for you now anyway, just so that you can all see it. So this is to help out as much as you can with, just so that I can keep making content, because it all helps out with being able to pay internet bills, things like that. And I have tiers, is what they're called. You start tiers. So I've got ones from as little as $5 a month. What usually happens on Patreon is you get content that you don't normally get anywhere else. Sometimes there might be some that show up on multiple platforms, but majority of the time you don't. So you've got little as $5 a month, which gives you, as you can see, early access to a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Then you have exclusive posts about what I'm up to, virtual hugs, things like that. Then for $10 a month, you get to see the short films first, so you get to watch them before everybody else. A lot of stuff from what's on set, that type of thing. You get early access to do that. Exclusive posts about what's happening. Then you can go to $50 a month, which gives you an associate producer credit on everything that's being made. So every film that I make, you will get an associate producer credit on that, as long as you keep the $50 a month going. You get the full screeners, you get early access to live videos. I am starting another YouTube. I'd either be part of this or another channel called Horror Indie Film Reviews with a couple other people. We're still setting that up. That'll probably be audio form only, not sure yet. Then you get exciting posts about what we're doing, behind the scenes content, and early access to trailers and give feedback. And then for the $100 a month, you receive a producer or an executive producer credit on all the films that I do. I try to average one, every 4 or 5 months if I can, whether it be a short or a feature. You get full screeners, early access to the lives, all the rest that you get. And you get up to live 30-minute one-on-one video to chat about anything to do with film as well with myself, things like that. So they're the different perks you can get, and they're affordable. This is all monthly. And again, it just helps me with creating content and things like that. The next one that we have is the crowdfunder, which is Tales from the Outlands. So we had Jaginder Singh put in some money today. Now we're at $205. There's 28 days to go. If we don't get to 500, then everybody who's put the money in gets it back. So that's basically how it is. You have to hit a minimum of $500 to keep any of the money. I understand there's no trailer on here. We do have the video we recorded, but there's quite a lot of perks on here that even for $10 a month. Oh, sorry, $10. It gives you a thank you. Then you have $20 a digital shooting script. The main thing with this is that the reason that we run these is because a lot of people, there's not a lot of investors in Perth, or there's not, I shouldn't say it, not a lot of people willing to part with large sums of money, which is understandable. And if you can get lots of little bits of income, lots of little bits, it's a lot better. The other thing that I face is the Facebook page that I run, Perth Filmmaking Community, has over 2,500 people on it. And I understand not everybody engages, probably a couple of hundred people engage. But even if only a couple of hundred people put in $10 or $20, that's enough to at least get a film funded, or, you know, pay for makeup, or what get the ball rolling, basically. But it doesn't happen, which is a shame, because the post I've put out for the new film that I am doing, which will be as a different one altogether, I've had quite a few people from Perth Filmmaking Community come out of the woodwork and say that they'd like to be involved. Now, that's awesome, but again, I don't need, well, I shouldn't say I don't need, I have the cast and crew that I want to use at any one time, so I don't have to, I'm happy to give other people a chance, but I'm not looking for that as such. So I will consider it. This new one is not going to need as many people. It's going to be left predominantly up to the actors, but there will be, you know, I'll still need a bit of catering. There will be some makeup, things like that, audio, sound. There'll still be the basics that you need, but I'm not going to need a lot of crew for it. Tales from the Outlands will need more crew because we've got a lot more going on. So when it comes time to shoot that, we're looking at, hopefully, if we can get enough funds together to pay people, June, maybe July, to start filming that. So we'll see how we go. So anyway, as we'll go down a quick here, you got $25. That's a pretty ugly guy, isn't it? This one here, you basically, for this one, you can get a video message from 3 of the vampires that are in the film. So Jason, William, or Sasha. They will give you a personalised thank you, as well as you getting the script and a digital copy of the film, all that sort of thing. Spellbound, you will also get a personalised message from either Abraham or Raven, and as well as the rest of the stuff. This is Jasmine, who's playing Raven. I do have to recast one of the characters for this film because we had an actress pull out, so I do have some people doing auditions for that, so that'll be I'll be sorting that out as well. Then, you know, the ones like the first, if you get 2 VIP tickets to the premiere and above perks, but the video messages aren't included. You know, name on the poster and the above perks except for the video messages. You get associate producer credit for this one. You can go through and check it all out. Then I've also added in there are a couple of secret perks in there as well, which are a few of the props. I will show you some of the cast. So there's Jasmine Cole, she's playing Raven Kane. Jimmy's playing Jason. Blake, obviously, is playing William. Jaden is playing Gabriel. Annabelle is playing Amelia, and Annabelle is playing a Banshee. Crystal is who's been replaced, so we'll be removing that photo a bit later on. Amanda is playing Phoenix, who is a Kitsune, which is a Japanese fox. And Jesse is playing Abraham, who essentially is a warlock, male witch. Peter Renzullo here is our director. He's also going to be DP and looks like he could be editing it as well. So that's really all really that I need is we really just need financial backing, you know. And here we have a secret perk. It is so Abraham is going to be having a staff, so you will get a replica of the staff from the film. And the other secret perk that we have is a wand that Raven will be using. You'll get a replica of that as well. I may do some other props or whatever the case may be. So that's really it for this video. I just wanted to do this because that's why on the PFC page we have a lot of people putting up either student work or free work or things like that, and that's fine to get the work out there, do what you need to do, but there's only a certain amount that you can do like that, and that's why a lot of actors and stuff go through agents, because they know most of the time they're guaranteed to get paid work through agents, which is great. But then you run into the pitfall where if you want to use, say, Star Now or something like that, a lot of them are through agents, and the agents want their actors or cast or crew to be paid. And, you know, when you got to come back saying, no, it's not paid, then you miss out on probably some pretty good cast and crew. So we ran into a dilemma. It's Perth. I know how it is. As I said, with the Perth filmmaking community page, having over 2,500 people, if even 100 people put in $10 each, we'd have some funding, you know, or at least some money to pay people. That doesn't seem to happen, and I understand a lot of people have said to me they'd rather spend it on a coffee. No big deal. But when the only real main thing that gets up my goat is when people say, we'll support you however you need it. But then when you share a link with them for either Patreon for $5 a month, which isn't even $1, well, maybe a bit over $1 a week, whatever, you know, or you share the crowdfunder, they're like, oh, we can't spare that cash at the moment. So, as I said, the support that I need, and maybe some other filmmakers I know, is not so much personnel, it's more money side of it. And if you don't feel comfortable putting money into the crowdfunder or the Patreon, and you want to just give it in other ways, you can. And the other thing that I also am doing is cryptocurrency. So if you prefer to pay in Bitcoin or Ethereum, feel free to do that. I have crypto. I can give you my crypto wallet details. And I'm also looking at possibly putting together an NFT, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a non-fungible token. So basically a picture of, say, the Aversion poster, and then in that will include behind-the-scenes stuff that you will get to keep as yours. You also get a copy of the short that we did, that type of thing, and then that's yours to keep on a hard drive or on your computer, wherever you want to keep it. And you can also sell that on if you want to, which is quite good. So that's what I'm looking at doing next. But again, if you do want to pay in cryptocurrency, because a lot of the things seem to be going that way now, banks and stuff like that, then feel free to do that as well, because I'm happy to accept that, because I also have that in currency. But that's about it for this video. I will link the Patreon and the crowdfunder and stuff down below. And if you do want to support us or me without having to go through any of these platforms, just message me or email me. I'll put my email below. And again, if you want to do crypto, also let me know, and I'll put those details below as well. Well, I won't put them below, but I can send you the wallet address, and we can go from there. Thanks, everyone. See you on the next one.